All right, it's been a couple days since we went over to Bob's and Bonnie's, and let's not forget Courtney, the daughter. We went over there, we checked it out, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Let's give Bob a call. Let's see where he's at on it and see if he's ready to go ahead and clear coat that thing so he can get her done. I did find out some incriminating news the other night. When I called him back, he said that the paint that's on his car has been on there for a year and a half. So I don't know how quick he's really trying to get this thing done. But with that kind of incriminating news, it's telling me that Bonnie is more excited to get it done than Bob is. Let's call him up and see what the situation is and if he's even got a strip down ready for clear coat. Oh, one more thing I found out is that the bottom of the car is actually painted with single stage paint. The paint that he used is very cheap and inexpensive. It didn't even have a gloss on it, and that's what you get when you buy the cheap shit. That was a little bit of a rhyme there. You get the shit, and the shit is what you're going to get. Yeah, what's up, Bob?
Hey, Pete, how are you? Good afternoon.
I don't know. You tell me. What's the angle? What's cooking?
Man, I'm working every night all night trying to get this thing ready. I got the fenders and the hood.
Okay.
And
how's Bonnie doing? Is she helping you out? Is she working hard like always?
Like always. She paints the damn fence.
You're telling me the fence is done?
The fence is done outside.
Oh my God, dude, that's like a 200-foot fence.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
So tomorrow she'll kick off on the inside.
She's a hard-working lady there, dude.
Yeah,
hey, let me ask you a question now. I sent the paint down there to get a match on it, and I'm thinking a gallon's going to cut the mustard. What are you thinking?
Obviously, you know better than I.
I mean, we're talking PPG DBC paint here, dude.
Yeah. I thought a gallon would do the outside.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this: how many on that paint that you got, that cheap stuff? How many coats of paint did you put on the bottom?
There's 3.
3 coats. So you used almost a gallon on that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like a gallon on the bottom, a gallon on the inside and the trunk, and the inside, the trunk, and the under hood. There was like 3 gallons altogether that I've gone.
Yeah, dude. That stuff was going on like water, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Sounds good, Bob.
All right, Pete.
All right, dude. Call me as soon as you get ready. The sooner the better. It's getting hotter out by the minute, dude.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna plastic off the whole garage also, by the way, so that we've got room enough to spread everything out in that whole area.
Wow, dude, I don't think you need to go to that far, dude, but...
Well, I just want to make sure we're ready to go and it's not, pain in the ass for you.
Well, don't waste all your time and effort and money. I mean, we're just gonna spray some clear coat. I mean, I'd be more worried about the overspray going outside and getting on my house.
Oh shit! No, that's I honestly, I'm just appreciative of the fact that somebody's helping me out on this, and you're doing it here. I can't imagine going someplace in somebody else's shop and spraying. It's like, are you shitting me?
It's a big job, dude. Big job, but we're gonna get it done, Bob. All right, let me let you go, dude. I was just checking in.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Pete.
See you later, bud.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.
There you go. All right, so it sounds like Bob's excited, and it sounds like we're getting ready to go over to Bob's and clear coat the mess that he's got. I think he's kind of taking it to a little bit of extreme by taping everything off and plasticking down the whole garage. I don't think that's necessary, but that's what he wants to do, then that's fine. Let him do it. And hopefully everything's going to turn out right. We'll see you over at Bob's when the day comes. And when the day gets here, we'll be over there. Take it easy. My receipt for my last payment. All right, what we got here, this is our paint that Bob, the guy Bob with the Rambler. Now this is his paint right here, and I want to show you this. This is the cheap, inexpensive fucking paint that you get on. Look at that. Do you see how clear it is? Look at how thin that is. Can you see that? You can see the metal through it. Okay. Now, this is the situation you have, all right, when you're buying this fucking bullshit online. Do you understand?
Yep.
And another thing is, when you buy this bullshit online, you don't get no fucking refunds. It's yours. Buy it and it's yours, okay? Now, this was a single stage paint that he used, but I want to say, if this, being a high quality paint, this should, look here, all right? That should be, you shouldn't be able to see no metal underneath that. That should be one solid fucking color. Look at it. It looks like it's got reducer in it. Look how thin it is.
It does.
Do you see that? That should be thick as glue. All right, 1 gallon of this paint should have painted the underneath of this car, the engine compartment, and the inside of the trunk. All right? It didn't. He told me he used 3 fucking gallons, dude.
Wow.
Okay, now we got the PPG brand paint here. And you can already, if you listen, you can tell that that's a very, very thick, usable paint. I'm going to take the lid off. I'm going to show you that. Okay, now watch this. Do you see how the lid is covered?
Oh,
Do you see how thick that is on there? Do you see the lid? You can't see no metal underneath it. And look, okay, look how thick that is. It's like glue, dude.
Yep.
Okay, now that's a half a pint of paint. So this paint is mixed exactly to the color that he gave us. All right, here's his color, and then of course here's our color, and you can see that that's a little bit lighter, dude. Let's look outside here, because I don't, am I looking at that wrong or what? Let me get a fucking, this stuff's so thin, this shit's like water, dude, so you can't really tell. You know what they told me when they painted this paint? They said the only way that we can match it is we had to actually spray something and match it from that, because it was so thin they couldn't get a good match. Now when I say thin, do you see how it's turning dark? Do you see how it's crystallizing? So by using that paint to match, they couldn't get a good match on it. So what we'll do is we're going to take this paint over to Bob's before we have any paint mixed up, and we're going to make sure that the DBC base coat paint, the PPG paint, matches to the color that he has to find the light and darks, okay? Because, yeah, it was a big fucking fiasco getting this paint mixed up, and that's why I told him only to mix me up a half a pint instead of a whole gallon. You buy this crap online, and that's what you fucking get. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to advertise. I didn't mean to do that. I'm not fucking advertising here. I don't advertise on my fucking channel, okay? Did I advertise?
No.
Okay, I didn't do that. You didn't see that, right? You didn't see that, right? Okay. So, we just got done talking to Bob. We got our paint. Let's go over to Bob's. He's already got some work going on. He's getting ready. He's gonna call us in a couple days. We're gonna head over there. We're gonna clear coat the bottom of the car. When we go over there, you're gonna be with us just like I told you. And hopefully everything's gonna work out good. But you know who the real hero is here, right? Do you know?
No.
You don't know who the real hero is? It's not Bob. It's not Bob. It's Bonnie. All right? It's Bonnie. But we don't want to let anybody in on this. Okay? We don't want Bonnie to find out. But my friend Pete has got a big surprise for Bonnie when all this is over. And don't tell Bonnie. Okay? Don't fucking tell her, dude.
Hey, what is it, man?
We'll find out when it's all done. Chop, chop, bud. Let's get her done.
Standing behind her man even when he's wrong. The true, pure, undying love of a woman.
We got everything loaded up, so we're gonna wait for Larry to get here. Larry the guy, he's going with me over there. Dylan's not here today. He has certain things that he has to do on his own personal situations, of course. Once again, it's Friday. It's Friday, and Dylan's not here. But that's okay because he's only working 4 days a week here anyway, until we get caught up and money starts rolling in the bank. 4 days a week is all that's gonna fucking happen. So as soon as Larry gets over here, we'll head down to Bob, the guy Bob, with his 1967 AMC Rambler Rogue. He's waiting for us. It's early in the morning, Friday morning, and we're gonna clear coat the bottom of that bitch today. Because I got a lot of fucking work to do over here. I can't hang out there all fucking day, and we gotta get it done. See you on the road. I can drive, Larry. I don't need a backseat driver, dude.
Did I say anything?
Well, you're looking around like you were going to tell me to turn and go.
No.
But I'm really actually upset that you chopped my grapevine down.
That weed?
That wasn't a weed, dude. That's a grapevine that I've been growing for 15 years.
Last night, or day before yesterday, is only 5 years.
No, it was 15.
You said 5 years.
I've been growing that for 15 years, dude.
Well, we always cut them down.
Well, but see, your we is not my we. Because my we is in my world, and I liked my grapevine, Larry.
Well, I didn't know that. It was in with the rest of the weeds.
Alright, so we're headed down to Bob's house. Now, do you know the story on Bob? Do you know any action going on with Bob?
Yeah, Bob was going to get a Father's Day gift from his wife and daughter.
I don't know if that was actually true or not, but yeah, that's kind of how it ended up. And I guess that this is it.
To help him get the car finished, they were going to give him a
completed paint job.
Completed paint job.
Yeah, we found out that the paint that's on the car now has actually been on there a year and a half.
It's been on there a while.
That's a long time, dude.
Yep.
So we got my truck loaded down. I got my spray gun. I got my clear coat. I got everything I need, and I also bought a bottle of smoothie fisheye remover. You know why I did that?
What does that do?
Well, what that does, that's an additive that you put into your paint or clear in situations like we got over here, dude. And the situation we have is that the clear coat, the paint has been on this car for so long, do you understand?
Yeah.
That it's probably got grease and oil buildup, this, that, and the other. So what this does is it eliminates any type of fisheye that might occur during the job.
All right.
When you're going over clear coating something that's been on a car for a year and a half.
Now, are you going to scuff it down or anything?
No, this is single stage paint. If we scuff the paint down, then it's going to leave streaks in it because it's a metallic. Now, if it was a solid color, yes, we would scuff it down.
So basically, you're just going to wash it off?
Basically, he's already done all that, Larry.
Okay, so it's all ready to just...
I don't know. We're going to take the denatured alcohol and we're going to go over it one more time thoroughly with the lint-free white balls. I got my fan loaded up. We got everything going. It's 82 degrees. All right. You see what I got here, Larry?
Yep.
You see what I got? I got the iPhone with the MapQuest on it.
All right.
Okay. With Google Map. We don't need GPS bullshit fucking crap, dude.
Wow. Technology.
It's all built into the phone. You know, unlike what you got, this old technology bullshit that says, hey, when I go somewhere, I got to drag my GPS machine with me.
Wow.
If you had a smartphone, that's why they're called smartphones, Larry.
Well, I don't have a smartphone.
But see, if you had one, you can do multifunctional tasks without leaving the seat of your car.
Yeah. See, when you've grown up with the dinosaurs, it's hard to.
Well, that's true. That's true, because there's a lot of stuff that I'm not as old as you are. All right, let's go. We don't want to go that far. But the thing is the technology that I know versus you is basically almost the same. But then if you compare our technology to, let's say, a 12-year-old of today, they probably know more about it than we do.
Yeah.
Did you know that all the school systems are going to iPads?
That's pretty good.
So they say by the year 2018 or 2020, all schools will be paperless. Everything will be done on a notepad.
That would definitely save a lot of paper.
Well, you know, Bob, he's kind of an old-fashioned guy. He's a guy that says, hey, I like doing it my way, and I'm going to take my time doing it.
Well, that's good, though.
He's old technology. He's not like this new technology, waterborne paint, you might say. All right. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, one thing that I disagree with Bob is he bought all his paint. He lives in Dallas, Texas.
Yep.
This is a major metropolitan city here.
Yep.
Well, there's probably 2,000 paint and body shop supply stores throughout Dallas, Fort Worth. Am I right?
A lot of them.
I mean, there's one on every corner of a fucking street here. But instead of him going to the paint store and ordering stuff in person, he decides to get the shit online.
Oh.
And that kind of fucked him up. That screwed him in the ass because the paint that he bought is cheap, inexpensive bullshit paint.
Yep.
And what the deal is when you order this fucking paint, online paint, this paint comes from a, you might say, a backwood hillbilly factory that, you know, somebody might be making in a shop. They're pumping it out, and then what they do is they call you up and say, hey, look at the primer that I got. You can buy it for $40 fucking. Put your label on it. We'll put your label on it, and then you can sell it for $150.
Yep.
All right, that's what these guys are doing online. See, so all this bullshit, cheap, inexpensive paint, basically all comes from 2 or 3, you know, locations, and then it's like anything else that's mass sold, Larry. It's kind of like aftermarket body parts for classic cars. You know, there's only 2 major factories in the world that make this shit. And they're in Taiwan.
Yep.
They're Taiwan or China, wherever they're at. But all the parts, you can get on musclecar.com or whatever, and the fender that you buy on there for your 68 Camaro is the same exact fender that you're going to buy on CamaroCars.com. It's the same fucking thing. All it has is the box is printed with their name on it versus the other guy's name.
It's a good way of doing it.
You know?
It's sort of like gas. You buy gas from basically the same.
It's the same fucking
distributor,
shit,
no matter where.
shit.
Yeah.
You can go into a gas station and you can read a sign that says, "Our gas cleans your valves."
Yeah.
It's the same fucking shit that came out of the tank that you get at the Quickie fucking gas station place. Same fucking shit. So, back to Bob. Bob's got his car painted, but the paint looks like shit. Alright?
Yeah.
What we are doing today, we're going over there to clear coat the bottom. Why didn't my friend Pete bring the car to his shop and do that? Why, Larry?
Because it didn't have wheels and stuff on it.
That's right. So if I would have brought it to my shop on the rotisserie on my trailer and clear coated at my shop, then what would have happened? What the fuck's going to go on then?
Then you're going to have to get it back to him. So
he's got 2 options.
Yeah.
Okay, he can pay me to bolt all the bullshit back on, or he can pay me to bring the car back to his house,
Yep.
which would be a waste of fucking time.
Time and effort.
Yeah, exactly. So I decided to close my shop down for the guy named Bob that owns the 1967 Rambler Rogue. Are you familiar with any of these cars?
I know.
Do you know what a Rambler Rogue is?
Don't know what a Rambler Rogue is. I know a Rambler.
I believe he said they only built 7,000 of these cars.
Okay.
This was like the upgrade model 2-door hardtop that had the upgrade interior, the upgraded big block, you know, the V8 engine, not big block, but it was the upgraded version of the Rambler. There was only 5,000 or 7,000 of these made. It was very rare. He bought one when he was 18, had it for 10 days, totaled it out, and has wanted one ever since. He found one somewhere in fucking Oklahoma and has been restoring it for 5 years. Now you know the story, Larry, and we all know the background of what the fuck's going on with Bob's Rambler. Why don't we get over there and clear coat this bitch? Because I got a lot of fucking work to do today.
Me too.
But you're retired, Larry.
So?
How can you have a lot of shit going on?
I always have a lot of shit going on.
Would you consider yourself a tinker toy guy, Larry, being retired?
I love to tinker toy.
Yeah, okay. That's why you got a lot of stuff going on, because you start something and you don't finish. Kind of like that fucking weed action in the back of my shop. All right, you cut down my grapevine instead of cutting the trees down.
I noticed the grass is all cut down.
You know, you didn't even cut all the fucking trees, dude.
I noticed.
What all I wanted to do is borrow your fucking chainsaw. I didn't even want to. I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
All I did is say, hey, you got a chainsaw I can borrow? That's all I asked.
And I came over and tinkered.
Yeah, and you toyed around, and guess what? The clown clock was running and made a clown act out of it.
I always do what's right. I never do anything wrong. I'm a romper room doobie, a doobie all day long.
Wow.
All the trees and bushes are down.
No, whoa. But I could go back there and there's about 5 or 6 trees you didn't cut.
I don't know about that.
Okay. Tree, bush, tree, whatever you want to call it.
I don't know. It looked pretty damn smooth back there.
So, let's get over to Bob's house. Let's fucking get this thing clear coated. Hopefully we won't run into any problems being a 1.5 year old bullshit paint. See, that's another reason I'm telling him to clear coat it.
Yep.
Because I thought that it was base coat on the bottom. We didn't know. You know, Bonnie coming over to my shop, she doesn't know the situation. You know, I thought it was raw base coat, and then he finally said, well, that's single stage. Well, when you look at that paint, now you've seen me spray single stage paint, and it's like a mirror finish, am I correct?
That's correct.
When you go over here and you look at this car, I want you to look real close before we clear coat it, and it's worse than flat paint.
Oh.
All right, that's another angle that says this is some cheap ass fucking junk.
Yeah.
All right. I think he paid like $96 a gallon for this crap. Whereas the paint that I'm going to use to put on his car, how much do you think it is?
It's about $200 or $300.
No.
No?
His particular color with all the metallics and pearls in it are $628 a gallon plus tax.
And how much?
It's going to take at least 1.5 gallons to paint everything that needs to be painted to match it up.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that people don't realize out here, dude. They think that you can get 1 gallon of paint and go paint a car inside and fucking out, dude.
Yeah.
Do you know that truck that I got over, that 1966 truck? I have used almost 4 fucking gallons on that fucking thing. I had to buy another gallon of it yesterday.
Wow.
And I'll probably use 3 quarts of that painting the fucking fenders inside and out. When you restore these cars and you go to the extreme of inside and out, did you get those 2 words, Larry? Inside, out, you know, out, inside.
Yep.
All right. You're going to use 20 times more fucking material than if you just painted a fender or a hood, all right, or maybe just out the outside of the car.
That's like taking the windows and everything out.
Everything.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, we're talking door jam. Okay, to paint the door jam of a car, let's say you paint the 2 door jams of a hard door, you're going to use 1.5 quarts of raw paint. You know why?
Why?
Because you got to put at least 3 coats of paint on it, and the motherfucker's only this wide. If that here, oh, I'm sorry, that wide. Okay. All right, so it's only that wide, and then what's the angle? Most of the paint that you're spraying, because it's only that wide, is going in the fucking air, dude.
Wow.
Do you see what I'm saying? So it takes a lot of fucking paint to paint a car properly. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to tell Bonnie, because another thing about this, Bob ain't paying for this.
Yeah.
He doesn't know nothing about it, okay?
Well, he'll see the videos.
I mean, he knows about it, and he knows what's going on, but as far as cost goes, it's Bonnie's, you know,
It's her gift.
It's her gift to him.
Yep.
And so now I got to go behind Bob's back and talk to Connie in private to collect my fucking cash.
Yeah.
So hopefully we won't have any problem with that.
I don't think you will. She
I don't
seemed like
think
a
so.
real nice,
She's a very nice lady.
very nice lady.
Did you meet her?
No, I saw her on the video.
Oh, you watched the video?
Yeah.
Oh, you saw the video of Connie?
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Yes.
You saw Bonnie?
Yeah, her and her daughter in your office.
Right, right. Good video, bud.
Very, very emotional.
Emotional video. So let's get over to Bob's, and hopefully there won't be no emotional. I brought some rags here in case you get a tear in your eye, Larry.
Okay.
Now I got to pay attention here because we got an 18-wheeler behind us. We got closed fucking traffic in front of it. I got to go, Larry. Is there anything else that you want to tell anybody out there about painting their car or doing it at home? Anything? Because you did a car at home. You did a car at home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you and your son. Now, was that an emotional experience when you painted that car with your son and you built the car because you restored it at home, bud? Even though you can't sell it now because it ain't worth nothing, you still did it.
It was a fun deal.
Yeah.
But he and I still bond over it, so it's very nice.
Right, exactly, because the situation is that after your son was done driving it, and you went through it, and now it's just a big pile of shit. You really don't want to get rid of it because it's a memorabilia thing that says me and my boy did that. It's going to be hard to sell it.
That
Am I
is
right?
correct. That is correct.
Okay. But you know, when things are time to go, it's time to go, and it's time to say goodbye. It's time to sell it and take the loss that you got to take on it and get down the fucking road, you might say, and get her done.
Get her
And
done.
that's exactly what we're going to do right now. We'll see you over at Bob's, and hopefully Bonnie will be there, and we'll get a little angle with her as well. And I guess hold it right there. Whoa, that fucking truck almost hit me. I gotta go. Take it easy.